in the Northeast region. He's my guest tonight on Point Blank. He's a first-time member of parliament on the ticket of the opposition New Patriotic Party, a former constituency youth organizer and a regional organizer as well for the MPP. Good evening. Thank you very much for your time.
Bro, good evening to you and good evening to your cherished listeners and viewers.
Great. Were you at Yoko office today?
Yes, I was.
You were there?
It's just from there that I came here.
Oh, okay. What to go and support, or demand the release of Chairman Wontumi?
Yeah, thank you very much. Once again, good evening to your listeners and viewers, and good evening to the good people of Nalerigu Gambaga constituency. They are the people that I'm serving. They brought me to Accra, and I must use this opportunity to thank them once again for giving me the opportunity to represent them in Parliament as the Member of Parliament for Nalerigu Gambaga constituency. As we can all see and hear and watch for the last 2 days, Chairman Wontumi was there was some ramble style of arrest in his house, but unfortunately he was not arrested. He was invited. That was on Monday. He came and reported, and after that at the CID office. After that he was on his way home, and Yoko people also accosted him and needlessly arrested him. So he's been there yesterday, and today his lawyers they have been there trying to see how best they can get bail for him. But today we went to Parliament. We were expecting in the afternoon he would get bail, because we heard that his bail condition was 50 million Ghana cedi with 2 sureties. But unfortunately, the bail was not granted. So as the leaders that we have in Parliament, and I must commend our leaders for this bold step that we took this evening, we decided to go in solidarity to Wontumi and also sympathize with him. So we want to Yoko to draw their attention that they are violating Wontumi fundamental human rights, and also to send a signal to the government that the New Patriotic Party, though we lost election, we are few in Parliament, but we cannot intimidate it.
Are you running away from accountability?
No. No one is running away from accountability.
So allow the institutions to do what they are supposed to do then.
The process of doing these things that we are fighting against, the process is not right. The process is needless. The process is bringing tension in the country that is going to give security tension in this country.
As it brings tension when the state institution has invited
which is needless.
Regional chairman, has invited a regional chairman who they say has done something wrong. The more reason why they've invited him for questioning. Allow the process to work. He
was not invited. They went to.
He was invited by CID earlier.
Yes, he was invited by CID earlier, but before he gave them a date that he would come on Monday. But unfortunately, it wasn't on Monday. But they went to arrest him in Kumasi. But on Monday he came. Yoko never invited him, and he refused. Sometimes it's the process and the political, victimization that we are against. And this situation is a threat to our democracy.
You think there's politics here?
Too much of politics. This is political prosecution. And we in the minority will not sit a democracy that we have built all this long for His Excellency John Mahama and his government to destroy the democracy for us. It's not good, it's needless. He had the mandate, the people of Ghana gave him an overwhelming victory, and he need to concentrate to deliver on his mandate, but not to be chasing after MPP member. Wontumi was not a government appointee. He never served in any board. He wasn't a CEO. He wasn't a minister. He was just a businessman doing his business. He's a businessman even before MPP came to power. So if you believe Wontumi have done something, allow the state institutions to do their work.
Exactly what they are doing.
The process, there is some kind of political influence in the state institutions. The process that they are using in doing this thing that we are against.
How do you know there's political influence in this? How do you know?
We are all in this count. Wontumi is not the first person that
Wontumi is not being kept at the NDC headquarters or the Jubilee House.
No.
He's being kept at a state institution, which is Yoko, the organization mandated to carry out such investigations.
I agree with you. Yoko is an institution that had done mandate to investigate, but there is political hands in this. Wontumi is not the first person since MPP lost power that state institutions are running after. You remember former Bank of Ghana governor house was raided. You remember Reverend Tim Fojo house was raided to arrest him, but unfortunately we went and stood with him, and they couldn't do the arrest. Why didn't they just give him a simple invitation? Just write to him, invite him to come and answer one or two questions. But you don't take military with arms. You know, when you do this, you are raising the tension in the country. So these are some of the things that we disagree with the government and the state institution. But we are not running from investigation.
We're told by your leaders that you're going to be there till Wontumi is released. But unfortunately, we saw your leaders leaving, and almost everybody has left. We thought you were going to spend the night there.
We went to Parliament around 10 o'clock. We're in Parliament before going there. Maybe leaders are retreating back to take another decision. Our leader, Afonyomak, is a very strategic leader. He's retreating to rethink and take another step as to what we can do to make sure that Wontumi is freed.
So you're going to come back this evening?
Exactly.
You come back this evening?
Exactly. We're waiting to get the instruction from the leader as to what we are doing. But for me, I expect that we, the minority, we are going to sleep there with Chairman Wontumi and make sure that he get the bail and he will be released.
Is it that Wontumi is not able to meet the bail condition, or the Yoko is frustrating the condition? Which is which?
For me, the information that I got from the lawyers was that because they intentionally want to keep Wontumi throughout the week. That's why they set the bail condition 50 million Ghana cedi. My brother, it's not small money. 50 million Ghana cedi is not small money. But because they want to intentionally keep him, that's why they set the bail condition to that amount. Wontumi, the information that I got from the lawyers is that he's supposed to come with two surety, and the two surety combined will give the 50 million, will have the 50 million Ghana cedi. But unfortunately, they have gotten one and they are now looking for the one. But I don't believe that story. I just believe that the Yoko people and the NDC government, John Mahama administration, they want to keep Wontumi there till the weekends, so that they will say it's because it's weekends, blah, 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 blah. But we all know that it passed the 48 hours. It passed 48 hours, and I believe this is dangerous to our democracy, and they are setting a very bad precedent in this country. So are you telling me that if tomorrow, in 2028, MPP takes over, the leadership of this country will also run after NDC businessmen? That would be wrong. That would be wrong. And this is not, the Wontumi case is not the only case that is setting bad precedent in this country. We're all in this country. Right after 7th January, when John Mahama was sworn in, people that they promised that when they come to power, they will give them the chance to go and do galamsey. Obuasi, about 9 people were killed because they attempted to force themselves to go and take an illegal mining company because the party promised them that they were going to give them the opportunity to mine. So this is some of the lawlessness that the NDC government is bringing upon the people of Ghana.
Let's talk about you, away from Wontumi and the minority. About a week or two ago, you petitioned Shraj, CID, and another state institution over the Sami Jemfi dollar issue with Agrada. Have they responded to these petitions you sent to these state agencies?
Yes, that was last 2 weeks before after I went on recess.
Yes, it was during the recess.
Yes, yeah. You all saw what happened. Sami Jemfi, after 4 months in government, he doesn't have CD in his car. The only money that he has in his car is 100,000 notes, 100,000 notes in dollars, and he died this morning to Agada. And we in the minority, we think that he has violated some laws, and we need to let the appropriate institutions. You see, that is why I was telling you earlier on, the procedure in making the appropriate institution to do their work was the way we went. Writing to you, writing to the CID, writing to Siraj, going to the special prosecutor, and fortunately, all of them have replied to my letters. They have acknowledged receiving their letters, and they will commission investigation and get back to the people of Ghana. So
that's what they've told you?
Yes.
That they are going to commence investigation.
I have the letters in my office.
What I know you're expecting that they do a better job, but what expectation are you looking at?
Oh, for me, I believe in the state institutions. I believe in them. If politicians take their hands off the state institution.
If you believe in state institution, then what is happening?
That's what I'm saying.
Something that you should be angry at.
That's what I'm saying. The politicians should take their hands off the state institutions. Okay. If the politicians take their hands off state institutions, I believe that these petitions that are sent to these various 3 institutions we are going to get results out of this investigation.
Let's talk about constituency. You were a former constituency youth organizer. You became a regional organizer for Northeast. You are now a member of parliament. How's the transition like from, party politics to national politics now? How is it for you?
Thank you very much once again. I was a former constituency organizer, former regional youth organizer, 2 term, and I'm still the regional youth organizer for the Northeast region.
You've not handed over?
No.
And you're still a member of parliament? What are you waiting for?
I'm still doing my work as regional youth organizer. And I'm the former YE director. I served at YE for almost 6 years.
Okay.
Yes. And I became a parliamentary candidate, and by the grace of the Almighty Allah, I won the seat by 4,290 something votes, and I became a member of parliament. And the seat, I'm the second person winning the seat for MPP after Haji Alima has done it twice for the New Patriotic Party. And it's not been easy as a first-time member of parliament. You are in parliament, your party is not in power. But by the grace of God, we are learning. We have good leaders in parliament. The current leader, Afanyo Make, and his team, they are making us to settle very well. And inshallah, the experience is good. It's not like you are doing the party constituency organizer, party regional youth organizer. It's different from being a national figure like an MP. So things are different now, and we are learning to understand the parliamentary procedure and all other things.
Is it difficult?
It is not difficult, but it needs time. It needs time, and we are creating that time to learn the job and to save the people of Ghana and save our various constituencies.
And if you say it needs time, it means by the time you adjust to the system, you are going for election again.
We have different type of people. Some people are fast learners. Some people are slow learners. But fortunately, I'm part of the people who are fast learners. And inshallah, we will learn within the second sitting. Inshallah, we'll get to know everything in parliament.
Some of the promises you made to your people in the run-up to the election, are you working towards fulfilling, or you've started fulfilling some of these promises you made to the people?
I just became a member of parliament just 4 months ago or 5 months ago. And as a member of parliament, before you can start your work, there are certain statutory,
But there are some members of parliament who are also 4 months, but yet they are doing, or they started some things.
I'm coming. I've also started some things. But, when I was campaigning, I told the people clearly that if you give me the nod, I will make sure that whatever the government of Ghana will give to me that belongs to the constituency, I will definitely make sure that it gets to the people. As I speak now, next week, the BEC, they will start BEC on the 9th. I'm just organizing. I've even organized some mathematical set, over 2,500 mathematical sets to be distributed to the candidates, and over 2,500 pens to be distributed to the candidate. And also, I'll be going home next week to give support. There are some people that will need transportation to get to the centers. So this is one of the biggest support that I want to give to the students who are writing this year BC. We also have other plans. There are some schools that are promised that if I get the opportunity, I will do some renovations. There are some CHIPS compounds, some polyclinics, some health centers that we need to renovate, which I'm planning to do that. But my main focus, because I've been in the constituency and I've come around the entire constituency. I know Nalerigu Gambaga constituency very, very, very. There is no corner in the constituency that I don't know.
You were a former youth organizer.
Fantastic.
So
I'm not the type of MP who was in Accra and came home and became MP. No, I was born there. I've been with the people. I'm always with them 24/7. As an MP, every weekend, every Friday, I goes back to my constituency, no matter the situation. So now the biggest challenge that I want to solve in my constituency is water. Currently, most of the communities, especially the rural areas, they don't have water. So I want, by the end of my tenure, by 2028, to be able to drill about 100 boreholes. Some will be mechanized, some will be hand pumps. From the water, I want to focus on the health sector. There are some places that we need to get CHIPS compound to those places so that they can also get closer to get better health care. So these are some of the things. And from there...
And have you started?
I've started. From there, we'll look at the education sector that, as I said earlier on, the biggest project I'm doing next week is the distribution of mathematics. It's a huge lot of money that we are going to support the students. And I will be coming out with scholarship. I will start with this particular students who write and go to senior high school. I'm coming out with scholarship for the best students in this particular exam about the first 100. But we have over 2,500 students writing in my constituency this academic year. So I'll be targeted through over first 100. I will sponsor them from senior high school till they complete.
Interesting. You have such a huge ambition. Now,
yes,
let's talk about security in your area, and on the back of what is happening in Boko, which has left a number of people dead and has stretched to the northeast region, to be precise. Wale, there's currently curfew there, which is also affecting you as a member of parliament in the neighboring constituency. How is this curfew and this Boko crisis affecting your work as a member of parliament for this area?
Baba, thank you very much. As we all know, the Boko case is an issue that has been with us for a very, very long time. And it's a very delicate issue that we have to always take our time on discussion Boko issue. Recently, His Excellency, the former President, Nana Akufo-Addo, started some work with the Asantehene, and the current President, John Dramani Mahama, has also continue from where the former president stopped, and Asantehene is working on the issue. But you see, the Boko case it's a national security issue.
Yeah.
It's a very, very serious issue. I'm a Mamprosiba tribe, a pure Mamprosiba, a royal by that matter, a pure Mamprosiba tribe. And I believe that we need to give peace the chance and leave the matter to the relevant authority to find lasting peace to Boko. If you look at what was happening in Wale, in my area, Nalerigu Gamba constituency is the regional capital and is also the traditional capital of Mamprogo Kingdom. That is where the overlord, our king, preside. And if you look at this area, coming to Wale, going to Wulugu, Bunkurugu, and that area, we share boundary with Upper East region.
Yeah.
And the king is somebody who has his jurisdiction beyond North-East region. There was a former MP for Tongo. He's now a chief. He was enskinned. That former MP was enskinned by the Nairi. The Nairi authority does not preside only in the North-East region. It goes beyond the North-East region to the Upper East region. So I think that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he's the president now. The former president, Nana Akufo-Addo, did his best. Ran up to the election, he promised that, he said that anytime the MPP is in power, there is chaos in Boko. Now he's in power and there's still chaos. There's still chaos
but
in
at
Boko.
least for now, we do not hear reports of killings and the rest in Boko for now. It comes on the back of the mediation process started by the
exactly.
And so for now, we've not heard of any such casualties.
It's also because of we, the stakeholders.
The politicians, including your good self.
Including myself, Mahama Yerga, and the MPs from that area, myself, Kabiru, Onor Mustafa, from the other side. We are talking to the people, and I know Mahama Yerga is also talking to the people. When you are going to the peace table, you can't be fighting once you go to the peace table. Everybody has to put their guns down, so I will look for peace in Boko. And inshallah, I know for sure with the prayers that we are doing day in, day out, but we can't continue to be losing people recklessly like that in the name of chieftaincy and all those things. And I always appeal to the people of Mamprogo and also appeal to the youth. They should take it easy. I know at the end of the day, the Mamprogo kingdom is going to rejoice. At the end of the day, because the truth will be set and everybody will know that the Mamprogo kingdom goes beyond the North-East region and it's even part of it's in the Upper East region, some part of upper East region. So because of that, the people should take it easy. Every day in, day out, we have been talking to them, we are engaging the Interior Minister. The Interior Minister is engaging us for us to see how best we can find lasting peace whilst Asantehene do the work to bring peace in the Boko and the Mamprogo areas.
Let's talk about your party, the MPP, the party on whose back you came to Parliament. There are many who have said that the MPP, as it stands now, is not united because of what happened in the 2024 election. And so going to the 2028 election, you need a united front. And already there are people who have, more or less declared their intentions to lead the party into the 2028 general election. You think the MPP is not united now, is in tatters, as a lot of people will say?
For me, I will not say it's not united. It's just that we have a lot of greedy members in the party.
What do you mean by that?
A lot of greed. Like in MPP, one thing that I don't like about MPP is that everybody's having ambition. And it shouldn't be so.
But it's good to have an ambition.
No. Sometimes you will look
it's bad to have an ambition.
It's not
you
bad.
had an ambition to become a member of parliament. Today you are here as a member of parliament.
My ambition started when I saw the opportunity. My ambition started when I saw the opportunity, and the opportunity was lying down clear. What was the opportunity? Haji Alima said she wasn't, the former MP said she wasn't going again, and she was made an ambassador to the United States. So the opportunity came, and all those who were contesting with her were not also contesting. So I took the opportunity. But in MPP, you will know that you can't even win. You will know that if you say you are going to contest, it will bring problem, but still you want to contest. So that's why I say our party is full of greedy people. And it's this greediness that has brought us to where we are now. I will not say we are not united. We are united because in my constituency, we are united. I know other constituencies that are united. But it's a few greedy people at the top who want to use people, to fulfill their ambition. Some of them, they are not looking at 2028. We are looking at 2028 to rescue power from the NDC. So I will form government in 2029. But some of them are looking. Let's do everything possible and make sure that we don't win 2028 election. So Dr. Bawumia will not come again, and I will go.
But what's the guarantee that Dr. Bawumia is coming 2028?
Oh no, inshallah, this coming. For me, I will not even let you ask me who do I support. I support Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He's my brother, and I know not just because he's my brother. I know he's competent. I know he can do the work. And I know he's the man this country needs to transform the country.
You have the right to support any candidate that you wish to. But what makes you so sure that 2028 is sure banker for the MPP? And even at all, if Dr. Bawumia will be the next flag bearer or the flag bearer again for the MPP in 2028.
I know, because in MPP...
How do you know?
You know in MPP, we have people...
You are going to have internal election to elect a flag bearer.
No, some of us can see the future.
Oh yeah,
we can see. You look at the trend. We can see the future. In MPP, we have never gotten a president candidate who wants to win election one. So why should we change Dr. Bawumia? So many people are thinking like I'm thinking, and many people in the party believe that Dr. Bawumia is the most competent person among all those who are. I'm not saying they are not competent, and Dr. Bawumia is the person who can give us this power that we want in 2028. In the internal election, bet me, I will come back here. You ask me that Dr. Bawumia is going to win the primaries. And inshallah, if Dr. Bawumia become the flag bearer of the party, by 2028, 2029, he'll be sworn in as the president of the party.
You sound very, very confident.
I'm very, very confident. This NDC, they will mess up.
How are they messing up?
I said they will mess up.
Within 5 months, they've stabilized the cedi. The cedi is appreciating against the dollar. Fuel prices, are coming down. Goods and services prices coming down.
Are you sure?
And
are you sure?
Well, we've seen it in the market.
Are you sure?
We've seen it in the
tomorrow,
market already.
Tomorrow, let's take your camera to the market. Are you sure prices of goods and services are coming down?
If at least not anything at all, we've seen prices of fares coming down. And you think this is not good? They're not performing.
The fares are coming down. Are you sure they're coming down?
15% reduction was announced by the
what they announced.
Hold on.
The reality.
Hold on. We've seen these drivers reduce their fare prices. I've seen people speak on radio and TV witnessing these reductions. And you think the NDC
so today the dollar is what?
I think today, as at the Bank of Ghana rate, it was 10.20 or so. As
so should I give you money? Should I give you money? So tomorrow you go and look for the dollar 10.20 for me? Should I give you money now?
That is the rate. Well, I just checked. My producer just checked for me. It's 10.30.
10
to a dollar.
That is the
10 cedi, 30% to a dollar.
That is the problem.
You guys or the MPP left it at 17 cedis.
I agree with you.
Yes.
16, not 17.
16.
16.
Okay.
I agree with you. I'm not disputing what we left and what it is now. But I can tell you this dollar is a cook dollar. This rate is a cook rate. And I'm telling you, it's a cook rate because if I give you money to go out there tomorrow and get me the 10.30, can you get me the 10.30 out there? You won't get the 10.30. Some are still selling 13. Some are selling 12.5. Some are even selling 14. Recently, when it was around 11, I had somebody going to do Hajj in Mecca. They said it was 11. I took money, I went out there. I didn't get the dollar to buy 11. I bought it 13.8. But when you Google or you check all those things, you see 10.5, 11.5. But I'm telling you that.
So we should doubt what the Bank of Ghana.
Oh no, forget the Bank of Ghana.
Why should you forget the Bank of Ghana?
The reality. No, face the reality. Just take your cameras out there. Go and check whether the dollar, you can get it at the market 11.3. You can get it at the market 11.3. And I'm telling you that the NDC government is going to mess up. Give them 1 year. You will start to see the mess up. And the mess up has already started. You remember? They promised the good people of Ghana what they are going to do. Sam George, when they were doing campaign, he said that if NDC wins power and John Dramani Mahama does not reduce the cost of data, he will what? He will attack His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Today they are in power. That has not been done. It's a mess up. And the Ghanaian people are listening. You remember the foreign minister.
Wrap up in 30 seconds. We are running out of time.
You remember the foreign minister. He said that he will resign if His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or anybody in the government take a private jet. But today, the current vice president came home from his sick leave with a private jet.
Were you at the airport?
I bet it was. I was there. I was going to Tamale. I was going to Tamale, and I saw that even as the day before yesterday, that private jet was still parked at the airport.
Okay.
So all these things, Ghanaians are listening. They promise heaven and earth to the people.
We run out of time.
So I can tell you on authority, inshallah, 2028, MPP is going to come back to power. I want to use this opportunity to call on all MPP members. Let's stand up and defend ourselves. These people want to intimidate us, and I can tell you on authority, we will not be intimidated to the NDC.
Very well. Very well. Thank you very much. Nuruddin Mohammed Mumuni. He's the member of parliament for the Nalerigu Gambaga constituency in the Northeast region, and he was my guest tonight on Point Blank. Before we go, news.